Welcome to Green Ball Extra. My name is Craig Easdown, and today we've got Pete Johnston, Wolves head coach, talk to you about the recent Wolves series this week against Netherlands A. Welcome, Pete.
Yeah, morning, Craig. Just to explain, I've just popped out just in case the little one inside kicks off at any point. So, yeah.
Pete, it's fair to say on Monday, after the complete washout of day one, we were unlikely to see a whole series, we thought at that stage, but we managed to get 3 full games in. You must be pleased with the series overall.
Yeah, absolutely delighted. I think the forecast was looking pretty bad, but I think we got a bit lucky with it, and then to get 3 games in was fantastic. Delighted to get the win in the series. I think it's important to learn how to win games at Wolves level, and it breeds confidence as well. So winning the series was a real positive. Yeah.
So looking back at Tuesday, which effectively became game one, there was some solid batting at the top 5 all got starts, but it really took that record-breaking 10th wicket stand between Shane Getcate and Peter Chase to get us up to 276 for 9. How do you feel the batting unit equipped themselves?
Yeah, look, I think very difficult I think the Dutch and ourselves had 2 very good seam attacks and some good spinners in there as well. So I think the bowling was really strong. And obviously the pitch, it might not have been your typical, say, one-day international wicket. It did a lot more than probably we expected. But there was good bounce and good carry. So, I thought there was 2 good partnerships in that game. Dockrell and Tector were batting really well, and it would have been great if one of them could have gone on and get a big score. But then, having been in a bit of bother, I thought Shane Getcate and Peter Chase really fought hard and sort of won the right then to be quite explosive in those last 5 overs, where I think they got about 70 runs. So, that was a really good performance, I think, in the context of the series, getting that 270 odd. So that then set us up for a good all-round bowling performance, and the discipline, I think, was excellent. I think, they probably got a few more than we would have liked them to. It would have been nice to finish it off a bit quicker, but having said that, the job was done, the work was done from really disciplined bowling and good catching as well. So all the seamers, I thought, Graham McCarter, Craig Young, Peter Chase, all had a really excellent game.
So after a 90-odd run win on Tuesday, we moved to Wednesday with game 2. In short, what happened?
Yeah, I think really difficult. I think, when you're 5 down for 10 or whatever it was, I think really difficult to sort of assess and communicate conditions. And sometimes it can sort of snowball like that. And we did make mistakes. There were loose shots, no doubt. But at the same time, sometimes that can happen. And credit to the Dutch again, that they bowled well and they put a lot of pressure on us. And maybe we went outside of our comfort zones and gave them a few soft dismissals. But yet again, we fought back really well with Youngie there at the tail and Gex again, playing a different sort of innings, which again I thought was quite impressive from hitting the previous day to then being more watchful in that one. And okay, we didn't even get up to 100, but it gave us something to at least fight with the ball. And again, I thought the bowlers came out and really, I think the thing we wanted was to see that consistency of performance. So whether our tails are up or whether we're up against it, can we go out and bowl like we did in the first game? And they did. They came out and bowled really well again. And we took 5 wickets and made it very uncomfortable for the Dutch in the chase. So again, that was, really pleasing. But obviously the batting we knew we had to get right going into the 3rd game in terms of how we approached it.
So yeah, moving to the 3rd game again, the weather outlook didn't look impressive, but it was a bright blue sky day on Thursday. Beautiful conditions. It was really the bounce back game for the Wolves squad after the Wednesday's dropping. How do you reflect on that with McCarter's 6 wickets, Ben White 3? You must have been pleased with how they bounced back.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Look, we had a good chat about it the night before and in the morning, and I think the batters were really keen to go about it differently. It was almost like red ball cricket down there, the way the ball was moving around. So you had to be really precise in defence, leave a few more balls, So that was certainly on our mind, and to almost win that right to form partnerships and then obviously expand. But I think then obviously they chose to bat first, and with the ball again, McCarter was just metronomic and on the spot. Good skills, able to go away from the bat and able to nip it back as well. Great control, and backed up again by Youngie and Chaser, and Ben White. I thought it was really good because he obviously finished the last game on a bad over where he got hit towards the end of the game. He didn't have much to play with, but to come back again and bowl like he did and get the ball up and down and turn it, and get some really nice wickets was again a real positive and probably a confidence boost for him going forward. So delighted. The catching was excellent. William Porterfield, George Dockrell took some great slip catches. But I thought all series really both sides were excellent in the field and excellent with the ball as well. So it was really high standard cricket in terms of that. And then with the bat, I don't think we can underestimate Harry's innings. And 250s in the series is a great effort from him as well, given the conditions. He batted really well, adapted, came down the pitch a little bit to take maybe the seam movement out of it, and any swing that was around, put the bowlers off a length, which is something we spoke about. And again, you saw the way he finished. What was it, 4-4-4-6? Again, just getting himself well in, well set, a really sort of resilient knock and seeing it home. Got a bit of a partnership going with Dockers, and that probably broke the back of it. So again, I thought a really solid performance and great resilience to bounce back like the Dutch had done from the first game. And that's what it's all about, really. I think showing that sort of character and fight. And I thought all series that the squad were really professional, which is great to see. And I think we've got a lot of positives moving forward.
And Harry's leadership of the side was on display for everyone to see. Not only his 128 runs there with 2 half centuries, but even in the post-series interview with the commentators, you mentioned his eyes still weren't 100% after his recent eye surgery, but he must have been pleased with his leadership on the field.
Yeah, I think he's grown as a leader every series. I think he's more competent and maybe a bit more relaxed. He's a lot more experienced now, and yeah, I thought he led really, really well. Guys obviously all look up to him, and it's even better when he can stand up and put in performances like that with the bat as well and lead by example. And yeah, I think his eyes were sort of gradually getting better day by day. So yeah, no, I think he did an excellent job there. Yeah.
And after a 3-match series like that, I mean, what do you know now about the Wolves squad and the players that you didn't know before?
Yeah, it's a really interesting question. I don't think we can be too harsh on our top order batters. You want to go out and try and play the way you would in one-day cricket, and it was more an adapting, almost red ball context in the first 10 overs. So I don't think we can be too critical of them. Obviously, there were some mistakes that they might reflect on and say, well, maybe I could have adapted a little bit quicker. But as I said, the Dutch have a very strong bowling unit. So I think, obviously the real positives, Graham McCarter all series, excellent. Young and Chase, fantastic. A good combination there with McCarter's skills and accuracy, and then the pace from Youngie and Chaser, and their accuracy as well was excellent. So I thought that was real positive. Ben White, again, as I said, great to see him go out and bowl well and take good wickets, which is obviously what you want from your wrist spinner, to be able to take wickets and change the game. So that was a positive. Shane Getgate with the bat, probably under a bit of pressure coming into it, and one of the standout performers with the bat, and showed great character and application. And Harry Tector, obviously, to stick his hand up and get those runs was really positive as well. So lots and lots of positives. Don't think we maybe found out as much about the batters as we would have hoped to, had it been a more sort of one-day international type wicket. But I think we found out a lot about the bowling group and our fielding as well, which was excellent.
And what's next for Pete Johnston?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a busy summer. I'm helping Munster out, Ted Williamson there as head coach. So it's good to be around the Interpros, and obviously that was given elite status, so those games were always going ahead. But it's great to be around and see some of the other academy players as well, and also try and help Munster put some good performances in and really compete. Hopefully we can get some academy games going in the summer as well, and the under-19s is a big focus for us too. But I think everyone's there's so much desire to get out there and play, and it'll be great to see.
Right, thank you, Pete. Well done for the series, and farewell for now.
Yeah, thanks, Craig, and all the best.